Hi everybody, this is Sherry from Succulent Babies. Thank you so much for being on my channel. Please subscribe and do hit the like button. This is the plant Echeveria, and an Echeveria has many pups. When it comes to Echeverias, they make a lot of babies at the end of the season, and what happens is that they cluster. And when they cluster into a pot, it becomes too small for them, and you literally have to reduce them by removing them. Either that or you could cut them away. What happens is that there's just so much babies that come from them that it's amazing. Some of the best ones to get are the Echeveria Bluebird. There's Echeverias that have a light grayish, kind of like a light bluish to them. And this one here has got a light blue look to it, Echeveria. Now you can see, if you had to count, she's got quite a lot of little babies on the bottom of her. So we literally have to put her on her side. We have to remove her completely from the pot and put the pot somewhere where you know you're going to be able to access it back again. So we're going to put her there. So we're going to look her around. We're going to give her a minute, because you got to make sure like nothing else is living inside of the plant if it's been outside. I'm talking about spiders and all that, because you have to be careful. Because sometimes they tend to want to live inside of plants that have been outside. And she's dried up a little bit around the edges, so that just shows you that she's clustered. She's got a good root form right here, I could tell that. And I'm just going to take my scissors. I'm not going to put my hands in there. You never know who you're going to find. And I've been doing this for over 20 years, so always be safe when you are looking into the plant that's been outside and you haven't touched it, you haven't moved it, and you just got to be very careful as to what's inside of the plant. Okay, a lot of people use gloves. I would prefer just to try to get the dry leaves out and check her by doing it this way. I feel comfortable doing this way, so if you want to do it the way that you like to do it, that would be fine. It's just something that I like to do to make sure that my fingers are safe. You don't want to get bit by any kind of spider that's living inside of your plants, because I have gotten bit by a spider, and it was hiding in the plant. When I went to go put my hand inside, that's when it happened. So I always now take a precaution of making sure that I'm okay. So then you tap it and you make sure that nothing else is going to come off of it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some clean potting soil. She is a little bit wet, so I'm going to let her dry out for a couple days before I do pot her back up. I'm just noticing how wet she really is, and I haven't actually watered my plants for over a week, so maybe all the moisture is just sitting inside of this pot, and it's not a good idea to have that. Okay, so we're going to free her up. We're going to get her comfortable inside of a new pot, probably about that size of a pot, because this one would be too small. I have hundreds and hundreds of plants. I'm Succulent Babies on Facebook. I do sell my plants, dollar sales, lots of DIY. Honestly, I have so much going on. Please join me, because I would appreciate it. So yeah, we're going to let her dry in this container for about 2-3 days, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to repot her, clean potting soil. And I do have a lot of perlite inside of this soil, so I'm just going to let this dry out and use it again, because there's nothing wrong with it. It's just too much moisture going in for her. So we're going to make sure that she's going to actually have enough room too for her babies. I'm going to take her babies off as well. When we do that, we just cut them off and then we repot them. We got to let it dry off. Okay, and then I do have containers that I hold a lot of my plants and a lot. Okay guys, thank you so much. Please join my channel, give me a thumbs up. We'll continue to do a couple of these every day now that I am back, and I thank you so much for being my group on Facebook, Succulent Babies, if you are, and also on my YouTube channel here. Thank you so much.